Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and comic book collectors of all ages, or even fans, movie fans, or whatever you decide, or just the common nerd in all of us. Welcome to AussieVerse. You've come to the right place because we have got some good stuff for you tonight. Because this is Sharif's custom books.
Corner.
So, without further ado, I will introduce Sharif, and then I'll go through a few of the like and subscribe stuff. So, Sharif, how are you doing?
Pretty good, Mark. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. So, two banners. So, just make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're watching this video, we have a 400 subscriber giveaway, $100 voucher at Amazon. Be sure if you're watching this, or if you just browse through this, just press that thumbs up button and subscribe to us. I mean, it helps. I mean, we really appreciate it, and we do value everybody watching us. So you can find us on Instagram too. Any suggestions? AussieVerse _Comx and collectors. If you have ideas that you want us to talk about it, we're open for suggestions. Even if you want to leave them in the comments here, we're open for suggestions because we like doing this sort of stuff. So every single graphic design place and stuff, like all thumbnails and stuff, are done by A51 Designs _designs. So go check out their Instagram page because she does really good work, and we really appreciate it. So. So that is, we've got the plugging. So, as Bo would say, let's get down to the loving. So, Sharif, we got some custom books. Now, for me, this is unfamiliar territory because I am not an omnibus collector and stuff like this. So, this is kind of interesting how you've come about doing this. And I would actually like to know, I watched the last video, obviously, but yeah, I'd like to know what you have and what goes through this process. So, I will turn it over to you. Take it away, my friend.
Basically, I'm just going through what's left of my collection, whether it be trades or singles. Singles, whether it's the monthly run or a limited miniseries, just whack them together between two hardcovers, and hey, presto, one book.
So you whack the singles together too?
Yeah.
Wow.
With the single, depending on the number of issues, that will determine whether I go for glued binding or sewn binding. Generally, the glued binding is for thinner books, maybe 6 issues to 8 issues. Anything on the average for me, 12 or more, I'll go for sewn binding. It's much harder. The book or the pages won't come off as easily as glued binding may be susceptible to. And the stuff that I've got this time around are a mix between glued and sewn, mainly because, like I said, I'm using trades and singles.
Now, a question I have too: do you read them first before you do this, or are you doing this before you read them?
Some of them, well, it's 50-50. Especially if I've already got them in my collection, I would have already gone through it, especially the singles. And this is just a way for me to get it out of the box and onto the shelves. Otherwise, I'd be too lazy to pull out the box and rifle through each and every individual book.
Makes it look better in the bookcase too, doesn't
it? Yeah, especially when all the spines are facing out, and yeah, you know what you've got.
Yeah, excellent. So what have you got? What are we going to start with?
This time around, it's not the usual 10. I've only got 8. Out of the 8, 3 are Marvels. Those 3 are 2 regular size and 1 custom Omni, and the rest of the 5 DC books are custom Omnis. So they're almost oversized boards. Let me get that out of the way. The interior, the inside the pages, are regular size. I just cheat, mainly because mainly because the title. I feel they are worth to be omnibized, so they'll
Yep.
be they'll be in that section rather than in
Yeah.
that section. Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
So if you're ready, I'll
Yeah.
start with the first one.
I'm
Right.
interested. I'm in.
The first, well, both of the two regular size Marvels are Max series. The first one is Fury. Um,
Ooh.
I've come across I think the deluxe version. So it's the original ones. It's oversized. That's the spine. I think the original one I've seen where the Marvel is, it says Max. Um, I, that's the minor difference between mine and the official one.
Yeah, that looks awesome, man. Look, I've never even occurred to me to read a Nick Fury comic
Uh,
book
and
series. So yeah,
and frankly, this is my first Nick Fury book. Back to your question, for I've never read this. So this when I got this, it was a blind buy. This collects the 13 issue series. Those
oh yeah,
the covers right there. And this blurb right there. I managed to find a photo of the official book where that bit was up there. I just duplicated there, and again, that's when it's done, and that's what it collects.
so all this printing do you do at home? Yeah,
Now I s- I do the design layout, the spine and the back, at home,
yep,
and I just say send the file to a print shop. I tell them what kind of paper that I want, um, and they
yep.
just print the size. Very
That
easy.
that Nick Fury cover looks awesome. It looks badass.
I gotta say this image is from the original book itself. But I didn't do much there. It was just copy, cut, and paste. But
Just go with it.
but for the book itself, I decided to go with a wraparound cover. This is taken from one of the internal panels. I can't
Wow,
remember which issue this was from, but yeah, this is internal art.
wow,
Yeah,
that's cool. I like
and
it.
and because these are all single issues, so all the uh, covers are all intact, and this is sewn binding. So that's the
Yeah,
first book.
sweet. Good start.
Yeah. Um, just before we came on, when I was prepping it, I didn't really go through the content. I was just focused on taking out the staples and making sure the pages are all clean and whatnot. But just before we came on, I was going through when when it says Max, it's Max. It's adult content. There are some adult content in there. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
stop it.
it
Stop
was
it
like
there.
when Punisher went max and stuff like that too. It was quite brutal, wasn't
Uh, True.
it?
And the second Max book is Wolverine,
Ooh, yeah,
and this collects 15 issues.
yep.
This has been collected in 3 different trades. The way I put the images together is based on which issues the trades collected. So that's volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3 of the trades, and whatever
It's a good
text
idea.
that there are there. Mm.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
That
yeah.
are directly from the blurb at the back of the trades. If I'm not mistaken, that is the cover for one of the issues. Again, with this one,
Oh,
I decided to just keep it simple, black and white.
Mm-hmm.
That's the spine there.
That's nice.
A repeat of the image, but with a red background, just pops a little bit more. And plain white back. Nothing, just keeping it simple. Again, with single issues, these are, oh, sorry. Issue 1, actually. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, issue 1, the same cover.
Yeah. Again,
Jeez,
single issues, custom buying. And what I like about having single issues, the ads are still in there, they're intact. Unlike trades where all of that is taken out. So this is fairly like a time capsule. Yeah. So Wolverine Max. Oh,
so who's the writer for that one? That series?
It's by Jason Starr with different artists, single writer, different artists. For the dust jacket,
that's cool.
There you go.
That's really cool.
All right, so we're just gonna head on over to custom Omnis. This is the only Marvel custom Omni that I've got. Recently, we had the Matt Fraction Thor Omni that just came out, I think, last month. Before that, it was the Jason Aaron's Thor. This one collects the series before Matt Fraction, which is the GMS. GMS Straczynski has his own official Omni. However, with that collection, they kind of missed the 12 or 13 issues between GMS and Matt Fraction. That is collected in its own complete collection trade. However, with mine, I collected all 3 GMS trades to include Kieran Gillen's trade as well. So I've got the full series GMS plus that, and this gaps between closes the gap between Dan Jurgens and Matt Fraction's series.
Okay.
And this is it.
Yeah, cool. I didn't know Dan Jurgens did Thor series. No.
Yeah, Dan Jurgens has 2 volumes of Thor, and that's the Heroes Return series. After all the Onslaught storyline, everyone came back to 616, and Dan Jurgens had series, and it's collected into Omnis. So.
Oh yeah, cool. That just looks straight out of a comic book store. That does.
Yeah. And credit is given where credit is due. So I've got both riders from there.
Yeah.
As well as the spine.
How much time do you roughly put into this sort of stuff?
too much.
Oh, too much time. Right,
but I spent more time surfing online to select which image I feel best fits the collection.
Do you go through like all the covers? Is that what you like, all the single issue covers to find out which one you want to put on the front?
Sometimes. I think some of the previous books in the other custom videos, those were fan art.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
So it's online. Hope it's free use. And the book itself is another wraparound.
Yeah.
Asgard. And this is where Asgard fell to Midgard, and it's like floating just feet above the ground. That's why it's all dust and clouds and whatnot. The original image for this one actually had Thor standing on this side, so I thought, have it just flip the image around and have him on the front.
The front, yeah.
And like I said, this is using traits, and traits are regular size, so just cheating there a little bit. But once it's on the shelf, you see the spine, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, mate. Doesn't matter.
And the flap, this is taken from the DM cover of the official GMS Omni. So I reused that image for this book.
Cool.
Let's head on to DC. This is this has been collected. I think it's out of print. I think it's coming back. I'm not sure. Let us know in the comment if I'm right or wrong. But it's Batman Eternal.
Oh, cool.
I like the cover, so I reused that. The only difference is that it says the Omnibus over there. Spine is different. I think the official one had a large Batman image right up there, and the title just the small one right there. But I decided to go ahead with I think one of the single issue covers, and then have a bigger title trait rest.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that Batman sort of writing's just all over the place with the letters and stuff like that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's the same kind of trait dress design, but I just switched. I just switched up the colors, and cool. I used those three traits that came out. Again, those are from directly taken from the back of the traits, and each one collects which issue for that trait, and at the bottom I just say collecting volume 1, 2, and 3.
Awesome.
For this one, the book cover, I wanted to, again, like Wolverine, just keep it simple. Nothing too flashy, nothing too colorful. Nothing on the flap for the dust jacket, but for the book, another wraparound.
There's some characters that you don't need to go colorful, is there? Because like Batman and Wolverine, like you just keep it simple because that's what the character represents, I guess.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that looks amazing.
It took a while for me, especially for this book, to decide what image to use for the book. But like I said, especially for Batman, you don't need colors.
Yeah.
Black and the bat emblem white. That's it.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Have you read Batman Eternal?
No, I have not. Who's the writer of that one?
A few.
Okay.
Snyder.
Oh, the Snyder runs. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't read that one. No.
Yeah. So this is part of the New 52. The heaps of New 52 books have not gone through yet. So slowly, hopefully, with these custom buying jobs, I get to revisit them. That's like what, 2011. That's 11 years ago.
Yeah.
11-year-old books. Yeah.
2011. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm that far back.
I think I read I read the first volume, I think. So that's got the Joker with cutting off his face or whatever and stuff like that, and sort of weird stuff. And then it moved into the Court of Owls, didn't it?
Yeah, for the Oh, for the main Snyder books, yes.
Yeah, for the main Snyder books. So I might not know that one. No, it's
Mm.
the main Snyder books I read. Some of them.
I'm hoping to. I had 10 of the trades. I think I'd gone through the first 3, and then I kind of fell off. Story's good. Not Snyder's fault that I took a break. But yeah, with the Omnis on my shelf, hopefully I'll jump back in.
Yep.
So we've got Batman Eternal. There is
Mhm.
another Eternal book, which is Batman and Robin Eternal.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
with that one, I used 3 trades. This one, I had the singles. So this collects issue 1 to 26.
Okay.
Yeah. With I seldom add a contents page, but I did try for DC vs Marvel and the what was it? Spider-Man Back in Black, but the recent ones, I've just book and page, black book and page, and then just jump straight in.
Yeah.
So again, I've used the image from issue 1.
First issue, yeah. It's
Yeah.
always the better cover, issue 1, for some reason. Issue 1's always the
They
best
they just want to pull you in,
cover.
and come along with the ride.
Mm.
And spine red on black, just keeping it
That's cool.
simple.
Yeah.
I think that's let's see, it's from issue 3, 5, no, 3, 8, 11, issue 11.
Is that Robin or is that
It's not. It's a female. Don't know who
is
yet.
it Huntress? Is it? Looks like Huntress. No.
Does that look like Huntress?
Kind of looks like a Huntress or Talia al Ghul. I don't know. Can't tell.
And that's the image from.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the issues collected. And the spine for the book, same design, just different colors.
It's yellow. Okay. Cool. Yep. Oh, that's nice.
That is from a panel on one of the interior pages.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
obviously Tim Drake Robin. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Nightwing as well, I think.
No. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. And that's Batman and Robin Eternal.
Sweet.
Can't get away from this emblem. I had news. I had New Superman before. So we've got Superwoman.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Rebirth series. This jumps. It starts immediately at the end of New Superman, New 52 Superman's death. Oh,
Yeah. So I always, that's one I never read in Rebirth. There was about only 2 or 3 titles that I didn't read. I didn't read that, so I'm interested because I might go back to reading it. I might buy it.
yeah.
Have you read it? Is it any good or?
Like I said, a lot of the stuff it's gonna be a surprise for me. If it's good, it's good for me. If it's bad, well, it's gonna be on my shelf either way.
Yeah, that's right. Well, as you mentioned, I don't know if you probably mentioned how many issues was it? About 30, wasn't it?
But for this one, it collects the entire series of 18 issues.
18, right? Yep.
18, so it's not that long.
No.
Yeah.
No, it mustn't have done too well.
Again, just keeping it similar to the new Superman, and with the new 52 Omnis, those ones have the new 52, and I try to follow the same with Omnibus and the big DC logo there. As for the book cover, this is from issue 1,
Oh, yeah.
and the back is issue 18.
Wow.
Putting it together, while putting the image together, I didn't realize that issue 1 and issue 18 are very similar.
Very similar.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, my youngest daughter pointed out that the city line continues to.
Oh yeah, so that works out well.
I totally missed this. Yeah, my youngest daughter has excellent perception, so I missed this, and she picked it up. I said, "Oh, good job!"
Yeah, it works out well. So,
Yeah,
good mistake.
And of course, Supergirl's as emblem.
Yeah.
Last two, I teased this custom Omni in a 5-second video on the AOC, and it's After Watchmen.
Oh wow.
Let's see. That's before Watchmen, so it's gonna slide right before that. This is a cover of one of the what was that? Doomsday Clock issues.
Yep.
That one just matches with what's come before. Instead of before, it's after. Custom numbers and the DC. The yellow, I try to match with that one so it doesn't jar too much, and that's what it contains. The single issue of DC Rebirth.
Rebirth, yeah.
The trade paperback Batman / the Button, as well as the complete collection, the 12 issue complete collection of the Doomsday Clock.
Wow, that's a lot of issues. So how many issues did you say all up? That's a bit.
So that's 1, that's 4, and that's 12.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. Happy it finally. I've been mentioning this for quite a while. I'm gonna do this, but it took a while. But it's done. As for the book cover,
yeah, that's cool. So that's the Rebirth single one. Yeah.
I just cropped the image, and instead of a bloody smiley button, it's the Doomsday Clock.
Doomsday Clock. Yeah, cool. Good idea.
Simple spine.
Yeah.
And not the bloody smiley. It's a bit too bright. Not the bloody smiley button. It's the Doomsday Clock.
Yeah, cool.
Last one. Too bad Bo couldn't join us. I've teased the Dust Jacket 2 haul videos ago. You are wearing the appropriate top.
Oof,
because it's TMNT. Viewers know that DC has cancelled this. I can't wait. But with this one, I've added an extra book or an extra series. The solicited book was originally supposed to contain Batman TMNT 1, 2, and 3. But this one, I've added the 4th series, Batman TMNT Adventures as well. So yeah, those are the 3 that's supposed to be there. And then that's an extra for me. And that's the spine.
Yeah, that's a good spine. I mean, like, that'll stand out too. That'll be nice.
Yeah, I can't forget to have IDW there as well. And yellow DC for the flaps. Dust Jacket flap. There is an additional image right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's from the Adventures series.
It's kind of a
And
Batman style with the turtles in it.
yeah, true. with the Adventure series, the turtles seem very young teenage.
Mm.
And for the book, again, like the previous Batman, it's mainly black, but this time around,
Wow. Yeah, that's a really cool cover. And it's got mainly focused on my favorite character, Raph. So
it's right up front.
yeah.
Yeah. And the wind tower at the back with the bat signal.
In the bat single, that looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's I use the traits. So with this bind, it's custom binding. Again, with the traits, we won't have all the ads. It's just interior art, interior pages. That's it.
Yeah. So with that story, that's is it the one where Bane comes through the portal and starts wrecking up New York, and then Batman comes?
Is that the first series?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Have you read it or not?
I've read the first one a long while back, so that's why I wasn't sure. I have volume 2 and 3 up there in hardcover. It's it's still shrink wrap. I haven't opened it because I'm doing this.
Yes.
So So I just want to have everything in one collection and just go through everything. And with the trades, you know how sometimes at the back of trades you'll have some extras. So with this one, with every extra from every book, I took it out. I didn't include. I didn't put it as is. So I separated the extras from each book and I collected it.
So you mean
At the back.
backups? So
The
you separated all the backups into one whole, did you?
the variant covers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
So the variant covers from issue 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 to 6 of every series. I took it out from every trade and I put it together at the back.
Yeah.
So just like in Omni, all of the extras at the back collected together. So
Yeah, now I get you now, because at the end of the trades you have like 4 or 5
yeah,
variants. So you've done that from every trade and just put them at the very end.
that's right. Yeah.
It's going to just be a massive art show, like 20 pages of art.
Yeah. And that is my last book for this round.
Terrific.
Woo!
Well,
yeah.
Well, that was good. As I said, I watched the last video, but one of my first experiences chatting to you about it and stuff like that. Man, you've done a good job, man. I like the designs. They're all gonna stand out behind you there and stuff like that. I think you've got the right designs in mind. I really like the Batman and Turtles one. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, thank you. I try.
Yeah, well, and also with their Batman. What was the first Batman one?
Batman Eternal.
Yeah, Batman Eternals. That's right. So that the one of the inside cover of that looks really cool. Just a really dark one and stuff like that. That was yes.
Yeah.
Man, you'd love a poster of that. You really would. So yeah, no, really good, man. Anything else you'd like to share, or?
Just that I've finished prepping 9 of 10 books for the next collection. I've said early on that I try to do 1 book a week. The next set is almost complete in terms of prepping. I'm not sure when I can get it to the bindery. Got stuff happening at the moment. It may be delayed. However, I'll try to get it done. I've got my own timeline to meet. So stay tuned for the next one.
Sorry, you try to get one done about a week, do you?
One book a week. So I don't send one book a week to the bindery. If it's like 2 months, at least eight.
Yes, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. We will go to our sponsor before we.
This show is sponsored by the. This show is sponsored by the Comx shop. Check out comx.cx for all things Comx and find out what Comx is all about. Then head over to comx.shop to pick up a variety of Australian comics from multiple creators and publishers, all for one flat postage rate. And don't forget to check out the Comx channel on YouTube. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Yes, Comx, proud sponsor of this channel, but also go check out their channel. Awesome. And go check out the website. Really good stuff there. I've just recently bought a few things too.
Oh, did you?
I did. I brought the Scott Wilson Indigiverse. We had him on. Yeah, I haven't read it yet. It just arrived in the mail like last week. I'm really excited. The artwork is amazing in it. So
I've got one in the cart. I'm just waiting to click that buy button. Have you gone through cover to cover?
What's that?
Have you gone through the book cover to cover? Front
No,
to back?
I've flicked through it. So yeah, but I haven't read it yet. So I think it came in 2 days ago. So yeah,
good art.
Art's amazing. It's really colourful, so it fits it perfectly for the Indigiverse, and I can't wait for the next one. Even just looking at it, it's worth it. So we'll wait and see how it reads, but I'm sure it'll be fantastic, and I'm in. So yeah, well that's it, I guess. So we got plenty of shows up ahead. We got our live shows most Monday nights. We got through the MCU. We've got a few top 10s we've got to get back to. Don't we, Sharif? Yes.
We do, yeah.
Very popular with that. We've got a few more hauls. We've got heaps of hauls too. We've always got books to show, so everyone's keen on that. And we've got recommended reading. We'll get back to that. We've got a few discussions we've got to make as well. Look,
yeah, we've got tons of stuff that we want to do. So, when you can join us either live or watch a pre-recorded video.
Exactly right. And if you just scroll down and go through some old videos too, if you haven't seen any of them, go through. Maybe it's something that you like. So, look, and also too, always write something in the comments, and even a suggestion to us in the comments or on our Instagram page, which was advertised earlier on in the episode. So, and we'll be happy to do it. Tell us to do a book review. We'll do a book review and stuff like that. So, but anyway, that is it for now. And Sharif, any last words?
Aussie life for life.
Thank you.
See you guys.
See you guys.